This is Tayla Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. I'm here with head football coach Neil Blankenship. So, Coach, it was a tough loss last Friday against Murphy. What can you tell us about that game?
Well, it was a tough loss. I thought our kids played extremely hard, and we just didn't make some plays when we need to make them. And I felt like we left some points on the board out there that we just didn't get to. Didn't finish some drives there. And then third down, they were 7 for 12 on third down. I thought that killed us defensively. We had plenty of opportunities on third down to get off the field, and we didn't get off the field and just didn't make the play. But when you play big games like that, close games like that, things like that happen. And but I'm proud of the way our kids fought. And we just got to come back this week and get better and get ready for Robbinsville. But it's a game hopefully you learn from, and it gets us ready for this game coming up.
So, even though we did lose, we did, however, improve than we did last year, where they beat us pretty brutally. Is the team taking that away also from this game?
Well, I told the kids Monday when they came in, we'll find out the character of our team when we come in today at practice, because a lot of teams, if you have a tough loss like that and it's your first loss, they're either going to come in, they're going to pout, or we're going to move on, and we have to move on, because if you don't and you sit there and dwell on that game, we're not going to get any better, and we're not looking into Robbinsville. We're just, feeling sorry for ourselves. But, came in Monday, our kids had, they were still down a little bit, but once we got to practice and got to moving around, we had a pretty good day Monday. Tuesday was a great day of practice, so we're getting ready to go out again here in a second. But the kids are, they're starting to get in that direction. And it's going to hurt when you put forth that effort and you do those things. Games like that are going to hurt, but you got to be able to move on and do that, because, if you look at all our state titles, only 2 of them are undefeated. And you look at all the state titles across the state, and even in this conference, not very many of them teams are undefeated. So you are going to have a loss there. And so, we still got a shot at the conference championship, with some help now. We need to go to Robbinsville and take care of business at Robbinsville with just have a good football team, and then we need some help from when Robbinsville plays Murphy to beat Murphy. But there is still a chance to be a co-champ, and that's what we got to rely on.
So you mentioned Robbinsville, and that is our next game to face the Black Knights. What can you tell us about what will be needed to win that game?
Well, our defense is going to have to play real well. They've got 2 of the best backs in the conference. They've got the Riley Anderson kid. He's got so many yards, and they are a big play team. I mean, they've returned, I think, 5 or 6 touchdowns off of just kickoff, and it seems like every game you watch they have a big play with their 2 backs, 50 yards, 30 yards or more. So we have to be able to stop them too, and then and go from there. So we're going to be good tacklers, going to swarm to the football and do those things. Offensively, we got to move the football and we got to finish drives, and we can't let penalties get in the way of our drives. I felt like against Murphy where we'd get a drive going and all of a sudden we'd have a holding penalty and it put us behind the chains, and so we got to be able to finish drives and do that and not have those penalties in this ball game.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
This has been Tayla Holt with the Maroon Devils Network. Be sure to stay tuned.